Today we are tackling my first concrete and wood bench that didn't necessarily go according to plan, but I learned a ton. Being sick all last week with no voice, I genuinely just dove into this project. I studied a ton of YouTuber projects, I read all of your comments, and I started with making my mold with melamine. I cut down the melamine to create a 45-inch by 15-inch by 3-inch thick bench top. I clamped the pieces together, checked my 90 degrees with my speed square before I fully clamped them, and then I just went ahead, went around the base, and screwed it all together. Brad from Fix This Build That covered his screws with tape on the off chance that anything were to get on it like concrete and it wouldn't come off and make it difficult to remove them. I also covered up some mistakes that I already made. I made sure that all the debris, dust, or whatever schmeggies were in that mold were gone before moving on to piping the edge with silicone. I chose black because actually Mike from Modern Builds does this trick with this cake fondant roller that I ordered off of Amazon, just thinking I could be as cool as him and it'd be easy breezy, and that was not the case for me, but I still love the fact that I could see the silicone and ensure all of that ickiness that was just left over was removed. I let that dry, and maybe I just didn't pay attention to the type of silicone that Mike used, but he just peels the excess right off. That did not happen for me whatsoever, and that was my fail number one, because this part took a lot longer than I would have liked it, and it definitely left some of the silicone on the mold where I didn't want it to, but I just kept pushing through. Mistake number two is that I made the mold a little bit too big, so I just added some melamine and did the whole silicone deal again, but that was a little bit of a I blame it on being sick. I had to let that little portion dry, so I moved on to making some wood inlays, and these can be totally up to you design-wise, but it's very similar to the geo artwork that I have done in the past. I've linked it here for you. I went ahead and stained it the colors that I had on hand. They ended up being a really beautiful blend. I glued and clamped the pieces together and let those dry completely because I'm not using any nails or screws to keep them whole. I made a second design to go towards the other corner of the bench, and then I cut out melamine to be the same size as that, and in my head this was gonna make it so the wood pieces can just rest on top of the concrete. But I really do love how these two pieces came out. I just, again, took my time, had a lot of patience, and it definitely paid off on this portion right here. But moving forward, it's kind of a mess. I placed the melamine cutouts where I wanted the wood design to go, and then I just Loctited that to the melamine and then did the whole silicone thing again, and then I moved forward with cutting out wire, this is my main problem right here. My main mistake is that I cut out sections of this wire to be support where I should have cut it out to be the entire mold, not just the one with the deepest concrete. I was just thinking only the deep concrete, the thicker concrete needed that. No, false. I held off on pouring the concrete just because, I don't know, I wanted to focus on the frame. I was getting a little bit frustrated, so instead of pushing through and messing it up more, I decided to divert my attention to something else in the project. This is similar to Brad from Fix This Build That frame that I've linked earlier in this video, and I also linked it down below for you. I changed a couple of things, but I've always really liked just that sleek and crispy, clean base. So I went ahead and cut 4 45-inch long pieces, 6 15-inch long pieces, and 7 11-inch long pieces, and placed them 4 to be the top to hold, obviously, the concrete, the heavier portion, and then 3 on the bottom. Where you saw me mark, that is just me to have a reminder of just where the pocket holes need to go. So I've also explained this on my channel before. I've linked the video for you. It's very simple, but it is just a stronger way to hold the wood together instead of just drilling from the outside into the smaller pieces. Once again, you just want to take your measuring tape, make sure everything's even, add some wood glue, get your speed square at the ready to ensure that your angles are staying 90 degrees, and secure it all together. When I had the top and the bottom of the frame finished, that's when you just gotta put both pieces together with the height of the bench that you would like. So I did 15-inch pieces because I want my bench to be about 20 inches high. I don't know, I measured a seat in my house and seemed normal, so that's what I was gonna do. plugged the pocket holes and then just ensured everything was nice, smooth, and good to go before I stained it an American walnut. When I was all done staining the frame and letting that dry, I moved on to mixing up my Quikrete mortar mix. I grabbed 2 bags just to be safe, a large tub per Brad from Fix This Build That because he showed his mistake of mixing in a very small container. Paul gets intrigued from time to time when he walks out in the middle of a project, so he decided that he wanted to give mixing the concrete a go, and I was all for it because it meant less arm work for me. I poured the concrete within the mold, added the wire. Again, the wire should be the entire mold, not just where the deepest part or the thickest part of the concrete is going to be. I took a 2x4 that was long enough and shimmied it across the top of the mold to ensure that everything was level. But even looking at this video, I can see that it wasn't all the way filled to the top on one of the sides, and that contributed to some things later too. I put a timer on for 15 minutes and used a reciprocating saw without a saw to thump all the air bubbles out. And this was, again, per suggestion from Brad in the video. That was like my lifesaver through this entire process. Oh my gosh, I let this dry for 4 days. I saw that there were cracks. I tried to use sealant. That clearly didn't work. And yeah, I'll let Rachel in this current time take it away. Alright guys, so this thing is about to break for real, but I started putting the sealant in and realized that it was going through the front. So I want to flip this and I'm so nervous, but so I know it's going to break. I'm sad about that, but let's just first figure it out. Let's just see where we're at and we'll just flip it. Okay, let's see. Oh man, I'm such a ditz. That totally just fell off. Oh, I'm so irritated. Oh, that sealant, look at that. It's cool and frustrating to see that the idea I had could have worked out, but it's the first time, you learn as you go. But I decided to just add another layer of wood to thicken it up and just have the concrete meet the wood versus the concrete being underneath the wood. I cleaned up some of the edges. I had to make that triangle piece a little bit thicker like I mentioned before. Remember when I said the mold wasn't filled to the top? Well, that meant my concrete was uneven and the wood was not lining up properly, so that was fun. I sanded down the concrete pieces to expose the air bubbles and then did a slurry coat on top, let that dry and re-sanded down just to give it a cleaner finish. And then the bench started being pieced together and I wasn't as upset that it wasn't going my way in the beginning because it really did end up just looking gorgeous all together. To seal the deal of these pieces to the frame, I just went ahead and lined it with Quikrete's construction adhesive, and it is super strong. So that was like one of the easiest parts of this whole thing. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, even though there are a ton of mistakes when you get up close and personal and you can see all the things, I am damn proud of myself that I just pushed through, got this project done. And honestly, when you are far away, and you're not a carpenter or a builder or a maker, you can barely tell that anything is really wrong with this guy. As long as my dog looks at me like she's proud, that's all that really matters. But as you can see, when I pan away, our entryway is extremely empty now that we have this dope bench here. I want to go ahead and style the rest of the space, but you'll have to wait for a future video because I need to figure out what kind of decor I want for it. I will catch you guys next Wednesday for another DIY. See you then.